Hello, my name is David Taylor, and I'm a service technician at Trek Bicycles. And I'm going to run you through how to service your bicycle after every ride so that you can keep your bike performing at a tip-top between large services that you would bring to a bike shop. It's very simple. All we're going to need is our Bontrager bike wash. This is going to be our wash to wipe down the frame and to keep the bike polished and clean. We're going to use concentrated degreaser for our big and heavy dirty jobs, chain and cassette cleaning. And when we're done, we're going to re-lubricate the chain with chain lube. And always remember, you're going to need a nice microfiber rag. So we're going to start with the microfiber rag. One of the things that most of us do is we're going to try to spray fluid all over the bicycle. In between, when we're doing a big wash on the bike, that's fine. But after a ride, we just want to keep it clean. Easiest thing to do is to just take your Bontrager bike wash, spray the Bontrager bike wash liberally all over the rag, and just wipe down the bike. And like I said, make sure to get into those joints where dirt collects. Okay, with the same rag, we want to get and wipe down all the grime that you've collected on the chain while you've been riding. Our bike, as we ride, actually works like static electricity. It's going to cling all that road grime and all that dust and dirt all over the drivetrain components. You let that go for many, many, many hundreds of miles, it's going to be like a power washer, sandblaster, devouring the bicycle components. So it's really important that we keep the bike chain wiped down and wiped clean and also lubricated. So with the same rag, we're now going to use the concentrated degreaser. Same process. We don't want to get degreaser and cleaner all over the bike. We want to specifically put it on certain spots. Now with the concentrated degreaser, we're just going to wipe down the chain. And you can do this by leaning your bicycle up against your car, the inside of your garage, or even better, after a ride and when you're with your group of friends, have one person hold the bike while you work on the other and someone else and then switch. So that way the bike is secure. You can do this right after a ride, have these pieces that you're going to need right in your truck or car, and you can do this every single time after you ride. Okay, so now we want to apply the chain lube. Okay, we've done a good job of wiping down the frame. Everything's nice and clean. We got all that dirt and grime that we've collected throughout our ride off of the chain. So now it's time to re-lubricate. So it's really important that we keep the chain clean and not overly lubricated. So the best thing to do is with your friend or leaning this up against a car or a wall in your garage, you want to apply chain lubricant to the bottom of the chain links. And you want to make sure that you get chain lube on every single link. It's really important that we thoroughly spread that through, but not go too much. So I'm just going to take the lubricant and drip it. Remember where the chain is, cycle. And now, we want to cycle the chain to make sure that the lubricant gets into every link. Take the rag, you're going to pinch the chain on the bottom, closest to the pulley wheels, and cycle the chain backwards. So it's really important at this part of the process that we wipe down any excess lubricant on the chain. The reason why is we don't want to have an excessive amount of lubricant or grease anywhere on the drivetrain components. With that, it's going to collect more dust and grime and create a bigger mess for us. And that is going to eat away our drivetrain components and tear away at our investment. So it's really important that we wipe down the chain after we lubricate it. You'll notice that I did not lubricate the chain on the top or anywhere near the drivetrain. either the crank, cassette, or derailleurs. What I did is I lubricated the chain at the bottom of the drivetrain, okay? And what that does is it prevents, just like I mentioned before, getting all of that excess lubricant all over the drivetrain components, creating a larger mess for us down the road. So it's really important. We lubricate on the bottom of the chain, and we also wiped off the excess amount of chain lube after we're done. At this point, you can take the bike, put it back in the garage or wherever you store it, and it's ready for your next ride. So when you get ready for that next ride, you take the bike out, air up the tire pressure to your recommended tire pressure, and you're ready to go. Some of us don't feel comfortable taking our investment and just leaning it up against the car or having one of our friends hold it while we're working on it. So at this point, I'd recommend investing in a nice foldable, collapsible stand. These are easy to use, they're lightweight, you can store it in your car, so you can do this right after your ride, or you can pull this out and wash your bike and lubricate your bike in your driveway. The other thing is, when we get into maybe extensive washing the bike where we're gonna use brushes, this is a much safer and secure way to clean your bike and do your home maintenance. The stand we recommend is a feedback stand. It's one of the ones that we use in the shop, and they're very sturdy and they're durable. Easy to set up, and now we're ready to perform maintenance on our bicycle.